So maybe you've had the experience of remembering when you used to lift maybe 2 or 3 at a time and it didn't cause any kind of problem, but now you realize, wait, why do I really need to do 2 or 3? Why can't I just do 1 and kind of appreciate that rhythm and that also limitation? We do a lot of modifying and adjusting with age. I remember getting wood to fill this truck and then to have fires. And I was with the boys and there was a large log that was there. And I just kind of bent over and Colin said, "Dad, bend your knees. Bend, use your whole body to actually lift up this log." It was modifying how I was used to doing something and accepting a little bit of encouragement and advice from others on how to save your body. And maybe we're also in the process of how do we save our spirit? How do we make modifications in our pace? Accepting our own humanity, the limitations we have. How do we recognize that sometimes there are patterns in our life that may not be all that helpful and we need to make a transition? So sometimes it's not necessarily the change that we are resisting, but it's the transition into that change. Because in the transition, you start to work with how do I now adjust? Maybe it's just simply wearing a mask. And you realize every time you put it on, okay, God, help me with the change. Bring healing to our world. Bring relief to this pandemic. And you start thinking, every practice that is part of the transition might be a chance to pray, ask for help, and try to seek what God is teaching you in that transition. So if it's only just lifting 1 bottle instead of 3 cases of it, maybe you're saying, God, help me not only to accept the limitations that I have, but limitations that many of us experience with getting older, with transitions. Help me to trust you in all the seasons of life, knowing that you are faithful, God. May you modify where needed and receive the grace of God through all the transitions. Be sensitive, honest, grace-filled with the changes that we all are going through right now.